Hello, I'm Shaga269, and welcome back to Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition. Yes, indeed, so we're here in the depths, and I figured go ahead and clear this place out. It's not too bad, and I've already done a bit of it by taking out the rat guy. Ooh, gonna backstab that dude, or whatever you'd call it with the club. If you hug this left wall here, none of the slimes will drop down on you. Which is a good thing to keep in mind. Because you don't want to actually have to kill them every time. And yeah, I just completely whiffed that. You gotta be kind of close to hit them with it, but it's a lot quicker than actually killing them with the club. And they can drop green titanite shards as well as large titanite shards. But they're not... The green drops are more common than the large drops. Neither of them are particularly common. Well, especially with only one held humanity. And like I'm pretty sure I mentioned before, just hug this wall and the dogs won't bother you. Yeah, this guy's just a punk. Now for my favorite room. Hi there, buddy. Yeah. Dudes start coming up from both sides. But I handle it alright. Until that. That was the point where I decided I would just rush out. It's not worth it. So, my plan right here is actually to go up and bring the very large ember to Andre of Astora, the blacksmith. That way I can go ahead and upgrade my club past 5. So that's why I'm heading this way. Because I know I said I was going to take out the depths. And these are obviously not the depths. Gotta take out the rat, just for that chance of humanity. Nope. Yeah, I got the parry, but I missed the riposte. Oh, lovely. Get the little Mario damage on him, too. There you go. That's much better. Ooh, a firebomb. I'm terrified. Oh, this is fun. Back at Firelink Shrine, as we can hear that lovely music. Okay, so here is Lautrec.
Hello there. I have your reward. Please accept it. I am grateful to you for freeing me. Not enough for you. Well, let's not be greedy now.
Yep, that's how it's gonna be. Oh.
You again. What is it? Our futures are murky. Let's not be too friendly now.
Oh, come on, I'm all about being friendly. That was also around the point where I realized that I had not yet reinforced the Estus flask, so there we go. So you see me trying to figure out what I'm going to do, and I remembered this guy was here.
Well, I see you made it out. Yeah, I made it out safely too. I have my pyromancy of the Great Swarm, so I can use my hands with a bit of care. Oh yeah, by the way, I can share the spells with you. I think you have a knack for it. All you need are the materials. I'll be pleased to help you. Unless you find the magic's unsavory.
No.
Yeah, well,
Not at all.
I'm sure that they'll be of some use, some assistance. Well, let's get started right now.
Alright, so he's got some decent stuff here. Iron Flesh makes you super slow, but you can tank all kinds of stuff. Flash Sweat makes it so that you can take fire damage super well. It like basically coats you in water. And so yeah, right here I'm upgrading my Pyromancy Flame. If you check it out, the magic adjust is going up, as well as the fire damage.
Goodbye then. Come back if you find anything new.
So at this point, I decide I want to upgrade it as much as possible, so I don't have to keep coming back and forth, and I can get the most damage out of it.
Oh, hello. Oh, as always. Goodbye then.
Alright, now we're taking care of that, and I think this is also about the time I realized, once again, that I wasn't yet ready to upgrade the equipment, so let's just go back to the depths, the quicker route. So Fire Orb is pretty much the same as Fireball. I guess it might have a little bit bigger of an explosion. I think it's more damaging, but it's the same kind of attack. Nothing too fancy. So, we've already opened up the boss shortcut, as I demonstrated last time, but this is the more appropriate path that you would normally take. And this here is the beginning... Oh yeah, check that out. Boom. This here is the beginning of the rat humanity farming run. It's a really easy run that is probably one of the most efficient ways to get... There's a couple other ways, but it's one of the top ways to get humanity in the game. And I thought that guy was dead. So his buddy's just hanging out right there. Get that drop attack, which I just completely messed up. You done goofed. You done goofed, son. I'm not having a lot of luck with getting dropped humanity as of now, but it's fine. I don't really need it that much. So you can go down there if you want. I'll end up on the other side of that in a moment. One thing that you want to do is get that soul. One thing you probably want to do before you take on the boss is come this way, and there's a particular reason why. First of all, if I remember correctly... Yeah. If you notice there at the side, and you may have actually heard, and now you can see, the rats were being buffed by a channeler. So yes, I just got killed by rats. So let us essentially restart the humanity farming run, give us another chance to pick some humanity up, and hopefully not die this time. Kind of surprised that one hit. Yeah, and if you go along the wall here, you don't have to worry about the rat hitting you. That's mainly a trap for people who don't expect it. There, we got some humanity. It's starting. It's all downhill from here. To be honest though, this is most of the run, the humanity run. You kill these rats here and there's a couple more after that, and that's really it. I think he's doing the buff again. Yeah, they're buffed again, so I was... Yeah, because I remember I was freaking out here. I knew I was going to have to take him out. Don't have a lot of magic defense, so I can't really block those soul arrows. There he is. But that works. I've never actually tried that before, but the thing is, like a lot of channelers in this game, notice I didn't say all, but like a lot of channelers in this game, that guy does not respawn. And if you don't take him out before the boss, he will actually shoot soul arrows at you while you fight the boss. Which actually, if you look down to the left over that edge, I didn't really give a good look at it, but that's actually where the boss is going to be at. So you kill those rats in the boxes there, kill that one. There's one here, which I completely whiff. I really need poise. Okay, so there's one here, and there's one over here. You don't have to take out these, because they're a little out of the way, but that's still part of what I consider the farming run. Pretty good way to get humanity. So now we drop down here, we gotta be really careful. There's some new enemies here. The Basilisk. The Basilisk can inflict curse. Now, that mist, if you get in that mist, and you're going to see the curse meter pop up a few times, that, just like the poison meter did a moment ago, that kind of shows how close you are to getting cursed, getting poisoned, getting toxic, whatever, a bleed as well. You're going to see the curse meter pop up, and if that fills up, you become cursed. And what does that mean? You die. There it is, right there. You die. You turn into like this crystalline statue. And when you revive, your health drops down by half. Your max health until you cure the curse by using a purging stone, or I believe, yes, there is one person you can talk to and have him remove the curse. Until you remove it, your max health is half of what your normal health would be. An interesting note, when the game first released, curse stacked. It no longer does. So people that were really unfortunate or really bad at the game, probably a combination of both, they would get cursed multiple times, and you know, some people, they would get cursed a second time and their health would drop down to a fourth, and then you get cursed again and it drops down to an eighth. And the developers said they didn't actually expect people to get cursed that many times. I just find that an amusing anecdote. So yeah, you'll notice I play these guys really cautiously and try to use as much pyromancy as I can, and I feel cheated on that last bit. Yeah, anything to keep me out of their curse breath range. But now I'm at the point where I don't have a lot of option, because I'm out of pyromancy now. So there is a really good ring, particularly for newer players, but hell, I got the game right when it came out on PC. Literally, I had preloaded it and was playing it the moment it became available. And I still use this ring. What does it do? Absorbs HP from fallen enemies. According to legend, this ring contains the spirit of the Evil Eye, a dark beast which assaulted Astora. So yes, every time you kill an enemy, you get a little bit of health back. It really helps you save on Estus flasks, humanity, whatever. And yeah, I did not know there was another guy. So now I'm waiting, because I didn't want to have to fight him in that doorway. They're not very tough, but knowing that I don't have much curse resistance, so knowing that I could easily be killed cursed, it was always on my mind. But we've only got like one or two more. I think this is it. Oh, there's two, okay. Yeah, I figured just take the risk. Alright, so that little section is mostly optional, but particularly for the Ring of the Evil Eye, I consider it a necessity. I love that ring too much. I always use it for a good chunk of the game. Oh no, I forgot, there was this dude. And he makes it tough because he won't get up the stairs. Yeah, you see the little crystalline statue there. That's another player that actually got cursed. That's what it looks like. Oh yeah, rats. As you see, they tear me up. I don't know why, for some reason I haven't been handling rats very well these past few playthroughs. But how do we get some more humanity? Yeah, obviously these guys, the rats here are not very effective for the farming run. It's too far out of the way. Although we are surprisingly close to the bonfire right now. So this was the point where I realized I done goofed. I goofed hard. So I have to come back down here now. And I was halfway freaking out because I didn't realize how close I was to the bonfire until I got out here. So yeah, we are back at the shortcut. So I just realized how easy it was going to be to do, well, what I needed to do. Always gotta make sure everything's repaired and check about upgrades, and that, you know, I've got the large shard that I could upgrade, but I want to save that for my weapon. I'm feeling I'm not really gonna need the extra defense right now. So yes, I do need to be human for this next bit. Hence why I goofed. So we gotta go back down to that little area where those last rats were. And I'm just gonna skip the slime here. I'm playing these guys really cautious just because of how bad they've been wrecking me. Yeah, I didn't realize the dude was alive. I mean, consciously I knew I killed 2 guys, but he looked like he was just another corpse. So that guy, he's just minding his own business. Like the malicious beast that I am, I'm going to kill him. Now, I'm looking in that area for a particular reason. Come on, everybody's played this already. They know what's happening here. Yeah, I don't want the basilisk on me. There he is. Dark Spirit Knight Kirk has invaded. Yeah, and the basilisk came anyways, so... I was more worried about taking him out at that point so I don't get cursed while I'm fighting this guy. And this guy's not that big of a deal. He's easy to get around and backstab or just throw fire orbs and stuff. He is a pretty simple dude. That's that. Get yourself about 6,000 souls and spiked shield. Now, this was tripping me out. I was just gonna go and I was like, wait a minute, I don't think I've ever seen a slime get on regular ground like that, have I? So I just decided to go ahead and take him out, see what it looked like when he died and all, because normally he's in the water. He really didn't like me though. He came a long ways. Like, this thing had to get down the stairs. That's dedication. So, just for the sake of little extra caution, I guess, decide to head up here, get back to the bonfire one more time, because it's time for the boss. Yes, already. I do apologize again for the lengthiness of that other video. Yeah, well, okay, not quite. I am gonna go upgrade the pyromancy flame a little bit more, just in case the boss kills me, which I'm not expecting, but just in case, I'll upgrade the pyromancy flame, so that's not 13,500 souls that I might be losing. And I do apologize also that some of my commentary seems a bit off on this episode. It is. I freely admit the commentary is not as well as it should be. Yeah, I'm getting just wrecked by these guys again. And I went down here because I wanted to check how close it was. How much I had 11 health left. But as I was saying, yeah, some of the commentary is a bit off, because I did this episode a few days ago. It's been a few days, I forget exactly what was going through my mind, whereas the other episodes I did the commentary much sooner. So it was a little more fresh. I kind of had a better idea what was going on. Hence my forgetting that I was actually going to go upgrade the pyromancy glove before taking on the boss. I will try to do them sooner after recording from here on out. I kind of recorded on the spur of the moment, didn't know how I was going to approach all this. And I've also never done post commentary before. Alright. Now you can actually just run around that guy, around the edge there. If you just basically sprint out and go for it, he's not gonna bother you. I just tend to kill them. They're too easy. Get parried, get riposted. Aww. Sorry, goodbye. Oh, here's what I've been waiting on. This is why I keep talking about kicking guys, and every time I'm like, this is funny. Yeah. So I'm just like kicking this guy, and then I messed up the last kick. I did not mean to attack in there. I keep saying I'm bad at kicking. I always mess it up. Ah, that cracked. That's funny though. I like that. Yeah, pop some souls. I want to get as much of an upgrade as I can on this thing. That's how to do it.
Oh, hello there. I'm pleased to see you safe. As always, if you provide the materials, I can teach you pyromancy.
See, I am doing better about not skipping dialogue. Look at that, 125 and whatever else. Yeah.
Goodbye then.
So I got it up a little bit there. Oh, new people. What's up, jerk?
Hello. My guests have finally arrived. I will be departing with them shortly. So, I'm afraid I will be saying goodbye soon. It was a pleasure. Oh, hello. Miracles, I presume? Yes, I know. Come again. The effect.
All right there, buddy. I don't know what the hell that was.
You look awfully raggedy. Times are grim. The least you can do is look sharp. Don't you dare meet my lady like that.
You know what?
You might scare her off for good.
No, all you clerics are jerks. I'm going to meet your lady.
As well. We've no time to fraternize. I have my mission and you no doubt have yours. We must not let this curse overcome us.
Lady, are you telepathic or what?
Did I not
Your mouth
explain
isn't,
the
well,
urgency
nobody's
of our
mouth
task?
moves, really.
Or are you so uncouth as to lack such judgment? By the looks of you, I should think not. Did I not explain?
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I wonder if there's some kind of an explanation within the lore of the game. I mean, if we're all dead, essentially, maybe we don't need to move our mouths. Maybe we are telepathic. Seriously. I don't know. So what I'm doing here is actually upgrading my weapon, and I decided to do it because I am getting ready to go to the boss, and I was already up there for the pyromancy flame, and I do have the actual shard to do it now, so it is happening. Finally. After like 2 or 3 tries of almost coming up here.
Why, that's a fine ember you have there. I could smith some mighty weapons with one of those. Why not lend it to me? Magnificent! You won't be disappointed. I can hardly wait to get started.
Alright, so yeah, you give him that, and then you can do +6 normal. So yeah, you got more damage now.
Don't get yourself killed.
Pretty nice. fairly early in the game to have a weapon that of this kind of caliber, I guess you could say. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's much better weapons you can have right now, but we're also soul level 1, so we don't have the stats to wield very much. This is probably the most damaging weapon you could really effectively wield at soul level 1. So, finally, I've been talking about it over and over. I wanted to check how much more damaging it would be on the slime here, but yeah, I've been talking about it over and over, so we're finally going to make our boss run. Yeah, I have no idea why I'm even killing these guys. They're a waste. Actually, I do know. Because I think I want to talk to this guy over here and mess around for a second.
Aye, shall I? I'm delighted. I'm Donald of Zeta. I'm just a peddler of sort. I adore trinkets and oddities, so I trade for them.
So yeah, this guy sells gold pine resin, which, as you can read, gives applies lightning effect to your weapon. Also sells some armor. I decided to buy one of those, so I might use it on the boss. Now the crystal weapons, those are actually really strong. It's crystallized. How it was created is unknown. Crystallization boosts its attack but makes the blade brittle, and it cannot be used for long as it cannot be repaired. Now, it says it can't be used for long, but I bought these on my first playthrough and they lasted quite a while. They can be if you're coming to this and you're not prepared, you don't have upgraded equipment, or you just aren't good at the game yet, buy a crystal straight sword and a crystal shield, and it will make this boss a lot easier. At least in my experience, the first time I did it. So yeah, that's the boss area down there. There's a couple summons you can do. Here's one of them that, well, okay, yeah, I didn't even realize this was possible. I mean, I've never summoned him. But yeah, apparently you can summon Lautrec for this. Yeah, there's a crossbow and some bolts. Now, the one I was aware of that I was still looking for, I missed this on the way in, was Solaire. I knew you could summon him, but I didn't want to summon them. I figured I'd do this on my own. It'd work out just fine, so let's check out the next boss. Oh my, it's an alligator. That's no alligator. That is definitely no alligator. This, dear viewer, is the gaping dragon. Very adorable critter, is it not? Oh, but he's actually really easy. Seriously. Now he has a trick about him that I'm going to show. So first of all, when he can be in two different stances. One of them is like this, kind of the stretched out stance. Now we get back here, whack his tail, whack it off. I'm sorry, that was crude. I apologize. Now, this is the other stance when he folds up. And he has different move sets, like, he doesn't really have a move set when he's folded down, when he's stretched out. But I did not realize that his tail whip had such a long range. And he rarely ever hits me with it, so it kind of caught me off guard. But basically what you want to do here is get as far away as you can, not like that. And this fight is starting off really sloppily for me, if you can't tell. And I'm not able to get away from him. He's keeping up with me. I'm having a hard time getting any distance between us. And that's ultimately what you need to do, which he bought me the time I needed right there. I was trying to bait him into the attack. Now you do that. You get it far enough away and he folds out. He stretches out. And then I'm not in a good enough position to get hits on him. So I wait until he's going to fold back up. Then I come back here and there you go. Knock his tail off and you get the great axe, which that gets rid of the problem of tail swipes. Which I think you will see that here in a bit. He will try to tail swipe, but he doesn't have a tail. It's possible if you're in the way of his legs that he'll start walking forwards and just mess you up. It's happened to me. That's why I like to wait until here and just get on his butt and go to town. Start wailing on his butt. Let him fold out. And again, you can hit him anywhere, but I don't want him to walk over me. So I try to get back there and get a hit in, but it doesn't work out. If you're a little more aggressive about when you attack him, you can finish the fight quicker, but it's no worry. As you see, he's not that much of a threat. Now, if you're doing this, I don't recommend 3 or 4 hits, depending on how quickly you get in there. No more than that, just to play it safe. Now, I decided to try some pyromancy here and see how effective it is. It seems to be roughly equal in the end, casting time and stamina cost aside. I get a little greedy and have to back off. Now he has another attack that he hasn't shown off yet. He can vomit. And that vomit, if I remember correctly, doesn't hurt you very much, but it will break your equipment. It's acidic or something. And so when I found out that you can hit him with those while he's moving, that got me pretty excited. Switch to Fireball, get a couple of those in. They're a bit weaker, but yeah, get back, let him fold back out. And I think this might get it. No, because I messed around with pyromancy. Should have, yeah, and I was one-handing it right there. I messed that up so badly. And he made me pay for it by doing something. There it is. There's the vomit. Just don't get in that. And notice it has a really long area. I don't think it's effective for that entire area, but either way, just avoid it. Boom, he's dead. Really not that bad. I know he's intimidating for a new player, but that's the thing, this game is just intimidating. It's not as bad as people make it out to be. Yeah, I'm just completely lost getting out of here or something. I don't know what's going on. So now we can officially go into Blighttown. Yes, very, very fun and pleasant place. But I'm not going to go in there yet. You see, there's that ladder you can climb down and go straight into Blighttown. It's a rough place, particularly for a level 1. Now, it doesn't mean I couldn't do it, but I'm not quite ready yet. So go ahead and take care of the usual ritual there. And I was kind of checking to see if I got any shards and forgot about it, but I didn't. So what now? Well, I think we're going to make a run back up to Firelink Shrine. Because I've got a very particular way I want to handle this. Yeah, I was just tempted enough to go ahead and take these guys out in case they drop some shards. The drop rate is uncommon. No, literally it's referred to as uncommon. Not rare, but uncommon. So, your chances exist, but they're not the best. So yeah, I figured that's about how it was going to go. So I think I mentioned it before, what I'm working towards now is getting into Sen's Fortress, so I can simply buy some large Titanite shards and use those to upgrade my equipment, upgrade my reinforced club, that is, to +10. Stop that. Yeah, this guy's being a pain as usual. Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but it happened. I'm okay with it. Now this room. Notice I'm trying to be cautious now. And I can't even hit the guy. Ooh. He's getting wrecked. Getting wrecked so hard. I realized I had some pyromancy left. Make it count. Just like that. So, yeah. This room is not treating me well for some reason. I've never recall having so much trouble with it. It's just the curse of recording. Look at that. Try and sneak past them, it doesn't work. They're not having any of that. Yeah. Notice all of my deaths are for really dumb things or really unimpressive things. You know, I haven't had any problem with bosses yet, but you give me a couple dreglings with fire and I freak out and die. That's how it goes, I guess. Come on, buddy. I try not to do that in the hallway because, you know, you can hit your club weapon on the wall. It'll just bounce off the wall and you'll miss. Not an ideal enemy to end up missing. Yeah, I got overzealous there. And I switched the targeting before I threw the fireball. So it locked onto... It was in like the middle of switching lock-ons. So he just throws it in the water. But yeah, as I was saying, those fire dregling guys, you don't want to miss on those. So anyways, now, once again, I've kind of played cautious through all this stuff. Like I haven't done this 20 times already in this playthrough. Running back and forth. Yeah, I was still kind of mad about dying, so I decided to get that. That's one thing. I'm normally not very good at parry and riposte, but for some reason I'm doing it a lot on this recording, and I'm getting them somewhat frequently. I'm not missing that many, which is, I mean, okay, so I've got like the curse, but apparently parry and riposte is much improved when recording. That's kind of odd. Yeah, I'm like playing this as cautious as I can, as cautiously as I can. Grammar, I should use it. Die. Nope. Die. Nope. Die. Nope. Die. Yeah, I eventually just gave up. Got guys coming from both sides. As you can tell, like, this room is just agitating me at this point. I just want to get out. Alright. I figure at this point I've probably killed enough to just rush past, but I'll go for the parry and mess this one up. Still, I gotta be honest, that's better accuracy than I normally have. I'm really bad at them. I am trying to practice though. This is offering me a chance. Poor little arrow guy. Nobody ever pays him any attention. Actually, yes, I am. Woman, stop that. So I wanted to get a few blooming purple moss. I didn't like how much it cost, but I have a feeling I might need some here in a bit. So I went ahead and bought a few. This tunnel's fairly long and boring, with nothing but a lowly rat. Which, you see, I have to two-hand because I'm frightened of the existence of this rat. At this point, I just want to get back to Firelink, you know? What's up, dude? Yeah, I don't even know that. I don't know what I was doing there. Yeah, I wanted to actually get the kick this time. And I feel so much better about it. So we come back to our friend here.
I'm pleased to see you safe. As always, if you provide the materials, I can teach you pyromancy.
Yeah, so we're getting it up there pretty well for this early in the game. I mean, almost a plus 10 already.
Goodbye then. Come back.
Again, if you're not actually leveling up, you have so many extra souls. You can really focus on your equipment and such. So yeah, go ahead and repair everything. Now at this point, I'm in the bottomless box, and all I'm doing is getting rid of things that I don't care about. I'm not planning on using the short sword or the broken straight sword, or, you know, there's a lot of things here that I don't care about, so I'm just getting rid of them, putting them in the box. That way, if I'm trying to change equipment, I don't have to sort through 80 broken straight swords. It's saves time, it's beneficial, but honestly I tend to just forget about the box, and I always have to sort through all this useless crap. But here I pretty much get rid of any shield that doesn't have 100% physical damage reduction. I probably need the grass crest shield, I can't remember. Or did I? Yeah, okay. Just checking what I have in Titanite reserves and seeing if there is anything I really want to get rid of. So I figured I'd show that off because I'm not going to have many more chances to. So with that said, head back over here to the bonfire, and I will see you next time when we go ahead and head into Blight Town and take out the boss there. So until then, viewer, take care.